Congressional campaigns are heating up.
One race in Central Texas pits a longtime incumbent against a political newcomer. District 10 stretches from northwest Austin to the western suburbs of Houston.
Yesterday, we interviewed incumbent Republican Michael McCall, and now we hear from the challenger, Democrat Mike Seigel. He has worked as an attorney for the city of Austin. KXAN political reporter Phil Prazen spoke to Seigel one-on-one.
Mayor Adler joked one day that I go to City Hall, sue Governor Abbott, and go home. And in some ways that has been my job, whether it's defending lawsuits where the Attorney General wants to force us to allow guns in City Hall, or suing the state about Senate Bill 4, the Show Me Your Papers anti-immigrant law they passed last year.
And so why should somebody vote for you instead of Chairman McCall?
I think the big distinguishing factor between me and McCall is that I'm really on the side of the people. His campaigns have been supported by corporate money. He's been focusing on Washington, D.C. issues instead of Texas 10 issues. You know, what got me into this race was McCall's vote to gut the Affordable Care Act without having any replacement in place. You know, I know how important that law is for many, many people across Texas and this country.
So what would you advocate for health care?
I will fight for health care for all, whether that means extending Medicare for everyone or some other universal approach to make sure every single American has access to health care in this country.
Have you met people who say that view just doesn't match up with the view of the district?
You know, by and large, I find that just about everyone in this district wants health care, and it's too expensive and not enough people have it, and even the programs people have are inadequate for their needs. And so people do have some questions about the cost of health care. And where I start is that it's a moral imperative. I mean, we are a wealthy enough country where everyone should have health care.
So how would you pay for some of that?
Well, I think it's really a question of choices. I mean, like Mr. McCall says, there was enough money to pay for the tax cuts. Why isn't there enough money to pay for the basic needs of the people? I think we can adopt a different tax structure that brings in more revenue, especially from, for example, some of these corporations that right now are receiving welfare and unnecessary tax benefits. But I also think that some of these things are such moral imperatives, whether you're talking about a decent retirement or you're talking about health care, that it is worth it that the government spends the money and we can figure out how to pay for it later.
We spoke to Seigel and to Congressman McCall about many issues facing this district. You can see more from both interviews this weekend on State of Texas, our in-depth look at Texas politics, broadcast every Sunday morning at 8:30 here on KXAN.